blah 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 blah
Take
blah
two.
blah blah blah
Hi
blah.
guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's your girl Vanessa and Paulette. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing.
If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing.
If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I got love for you, my boy. I got love for you, my boy. Hi guys, we're back with a new video. You're seeing the consistency, I know.
We did not post a video last week.
It's just last week, Paulette. Focus.
Consistency
Focus
means
on
every
the bag.
week.
Focus on the bag. They could also be getting us subscribers. You see now.
I saw someone. I
Standards.
saw a thing somewhere. Okay, I saw it on Shits and Gigs. They were talking about greatest sitcoms of all time, and everyone was like saying theirs. And then there's a video of a girl who's like, not to be mean, but people who find Friends funny, I don't understand you. That shit is not funny and all that. I'm just like, Friends is the funniest sitcom ever. Like, there are so many scenarios where I can tell you there's a time if you've not watched Friends, there's a time Joey is an actor in the sitcom.
Is he?
He's an actor. So apparently actors also have to have CV. So in his CV, he wrote that he can dance. So he's auditioning for a movie, and this guy's like, "Oh, tomorrow we are doing the scene for dancing." And Joy's like, "Dancing? My manager said you don't have to dance." He's like, "Yeah, you have to." Now he goes back, and there's Chandler and Phoebe, and they're like, "What do you mean you don't know how to dance?" He's like, "Yeah, well, you just put it in the CV." Blah, blah. So they're like, "But you can't dance." And it's like, "I mean, yeah, I can dance," and starts doing. And then he reverses it. That is the funniest thing ever. And Chandler's like, no, 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 no. You can't tell me Friends is not every single. And then what's his name? Rem was like, only scenes with like Joey are the funny ones and blah blah. I'm like, every single person is funny.
No, they're funny in their own ways.
They're literally all funny. It's so crazy because they're like, oh,
Rachel
give
is
me
not
give me a
funny.
scenario that does not involve Chandler, because Chandler is the comedian of the group. And they're like, remember when Ross had a crush? He had not had sex for a while, and his cousin came over, and then in his head is like, I was like, no, don't do it, don't do it. That's your cousin, that's your cousin. And then he goes in to kiss her, and then, like, that was the funniest scene ever, because it's like in his head, he's like, say something, say something, say something, and then he just blurts out, I've not had sex for 6 months. Like, something smart. Say something smart. It's so funny that he actually thinks that his cousin is sending out signals. Every single person in that. Phoebe is like the dumbest person you can ever think
But
about.
Rachel is not funny.
She's funny in her
Nah,
own way.
she's not.
She is.
She's not.
If you look at it, she's like cute funny.
No.
Like when she bought the cat that's inside out.
You know. The funny one weird thing is, I was also having this conversation with my client on Monday, actually, about sitcoms.
Yeah.
And then she told me she doesn't find Friends funny, but she loves Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory is actually very funny.
You know, I would say the funniest sitcom of all time is Friends, because it's practical. It's literally day-to-day life.
I think Modern Family is funnier than Friends.
No, it is
Modern
funny.
Family is funny,
but it's not. There's nothing as funny as Friends.
Oh, you know what I need to watch? How I Met Your Mother. I've seen clips and it's like crazy
But
funny.
then it's long. I don't think
same
the
as
title,
Friends.
The title does not go with the.
Yes, it does. It's a story. It's a story being recited. It's like you.
A lot.
It's like you starting to tell your kids how you met your father, and then it's a story of how you used to hang out with your friends.
It's
and
losing focus. It's too long. When are we meeting this mother?
At the end,
it's too long.
So it has to go with the title.
It's too long.
So it has to go with the title.
Friends is funny. Big Bang Theory. Modern Family. Which others? Oh, Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls.
That is funny.
Yeah.
That one is funny. And it's by white people. Funny. It's really funny.
Yeah. And Marlon.
Marlon.
Marlon is a sitcom, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's also funny. Marlon is a funny guy.
But I feel like Marlon needs a specific sense of humor. Friends is something anyone can relate to. If you just don't find Friends funny, you don't have a sense of humor. Marlon, you have to have a sense of humor.
yeah.
You get?
A
I feel
black
yeah, I feel like Marlon is
You're not
like
from
that.
the ghetto. You won't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, sitcoms. Comment down below your favorite sitcoms.
Yeah, or if you're boring, you don't watch sitcoms.
Or you're just a serious person. You don't have a sense of.
Yeah, it's like people who don't understand Wild and Out. I'm just like,
Yeah, you know those. If I start explaining to you while they're out,
it becomes annoying.
yeah.
What do you mean I have to explain to you why this young fly said this? I have to explain the joke. The joke loses its touch when you start explaining.
Like that celebrity who came to Golden Out and then was not understanding the jokes or got offended
Yeah,
with something
yeah.
DC said.
And then it became a whole
stupid, you know.
became a whole issue in the US. Yeah, I feel like you need to, because some people have very dark sense of humor.
Like you have
I
that
don't-
sense of humor.
I don't know. I find Matt Rife very funny because he has like legit dark humor. I've never come across any other dark humor. I have though. But it's dark, like it's so dark you have to be like, sometimes I'm just like, that's not funny. That's just wrong.
But I don't find
That's
I
illegal.
don't find that guy funny.
You see? Because you
he's
don't
funny,
have
but
that.
he's not all that. He's okay. I'm saying he's funny. Okay, let me rephrase what I said. He is funny, but to me it's just not.
Hitting the spot.
Yeah, there's no. When am I going to go ha 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 ha? Like when I see Kevin Hart, I'm laughing. See, Matef is just starts making jokes about handicapped people. You're just like, why would you say that?
That's exactly why it's not your like whatever.
I would laugh. I do laugh, but I don't find him like it's not. There's no za. You know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But he's right. But yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Choke on the microphone.
Cat Williams.
Choke on the microphone.
Cat Williams is very funny also. Yeah.
Guys, so today's topic is
Day school and
Paulette. Don't be stupid. Paulette will introduce today's topic. Just
boarding school and day school.
Paulette.
I don't know. I thought it would be I've been coming across like motherhood topics on social media, and of course Vanessa is not a mom, but I feel like she has been a mom, specifically to Zafan, and like she has helped like bring up, I'm not going to say bring up
Raise up.
some cousins of ours.
Whoa. Raise. Can you correct yourself?
Bring up.
Raise.
Vanessa, raise is a completely different thing. Let's actually Google what raise means. What's the difference between raising someone and bringing someone up? Let's actually Google it, because Vanessa likes going around the streets telling people, "Oh, I raised Zafan.
It's not a claim though. It's true. It's facts.
Difference between raising and
Bringing up.
and bringing up. So Google says raise is a more general term that can also refer to increasing something or lifting something, while bring up is more specific to the context of caring for a child. Exactly. Is that not what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm saying. Raising means like clothes, food, shelter is on you and all that. You're raising this child, education and all that.
Shelter is wild. Who says shelter?
So So I've thought of like doing just like singleness and motherhood as a whole topic, because she's been single, she's single for
She's been single is wild.
forever. No.
Forever.
So I've been seeing women coming out and be like, oh, everyone is always talking about the good side of motherhood. And that's so true. No one talks about the days when you just wish you actually didn't have that child. It's true.
There are those days.
There are those days.
Damn.
And the days you just sit in your bathroom and cry. And those days that you just lock yourself in the bathroom and you're just like, the baby's just outside, mama, 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 and you're just like, just give me 10 minutes to myself. So there are those days also. And I feel like they're not normalized to, like, it's not normalized in the society to actually talk about it. And I feel like it's so wrong, because you're supposed to love everything about motherhood. Why?
You're supposed to love everything about your child. Why?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to not love everything about motherhood, because as I always say, I ask my brother every single day, what are you going to do when you have kids? Because my brother does not like kids, and it's okay for dads to not love their kids and like their kids, but it's not okay for the mothers to not. It does not make sense.
Double
It's okay for
standards.
fathers to have favorites but not mothers. It's just like,
It's okay for fathers to dip, but not mothers.
yeah. So I thought we could talk about motherhood. I saw a girl saying she didn't enjoy the process of breastfeeding because breastfeeding is painful, and then there's so many rules. Oh, if you don't do this, you're going to have cracked nipples. Yeah, at your nipple area here is going to crack. So the child has to, like, even when you're still in the hospital, they tell you make sure the child's whole mouth is around the nipple circumference or whatever, because there's a way, if you don't do it, your nipples are going to crack up or something of that sort. There's this woman on TikTok who was like, um I love my child and all that, but I'm never having a child again. And everyone was bashing her on the in the comment section, and I'm just like, and then she made a video to explain. I felt so bad for her, because when you have to go to the extent of making another video to explain anything, it's just that it is so much, it's heavy on you. So she made a whole video. She's like, and then she put up videos of what she went through. Yo, if I was her, I would guilt trip this child for the rest of my life. This woman nearly almost died. She had machines coming out of her and pipes and I don't know what. I'm like, she had, I don't know, I don't remember. I watched this video a very long time ago. Her baby was going to come out dead, first of all, and she was going to die. It's by the grace of God that they both survived. And she went through the most painful thing ever. Remember when I told you when I was giving birth, there was another woman who was there already there for a week. Can you imagine having labor for a week? If you're a woman, if you're a mother, if you've given birth, you just know, like, that's 30 minutes of labor or whatever minutes of labor. My labor was not that long. It's already hell. It's painful. You feel like you don't want anything on your skin. You don't want anything on anywhere. 1 week. You think after that I'm going to give birth again? You would not pay me to give birth again. So when someone comes and tells you, like, I good for you, I don't want to have a child again. I don't want to have a child. I feel like people get judged a lot when people say, oh, I don't want to have a child. Like, women who don't want to have children, they get judged a lot. Imagine it's okay, you get, but motherhood is so, it's put on a whatever, that you have to be this certain type of person, and it's so exhausting. Or you have to love everything. Breastfeeding, first of all, is very painful. It's very uncomfortable. It's painful whether the child is there or not, because when the milk is like maziwa ikijaa, it becomes very painful. Your boobs are very painful. You have to, because I remember, because Zafan stopped breastfeeding, I didn't even have to stop him, he stopped himself. And my mom used to tell me, just take a hot towel and squeeze the milk out, because it was really hurting me. It was very painful, because there's no child,
I have a headache.
there's no child to like to suck it out. Also, I know most of you will be like, oh, why did you not just buy a pump? I could not afford a pump at that specific time in my life, so I didn't have a pump, so I had to do it manually. Nilikuwa najikamua because my mom was like because my mom was like, you need to get the milk out ndo isioze ndani ya nini. No, I was just using a hot towel. So I was just like squeezing like like that, but the milk is still like producing itself like that. It was so painful. Everything about the breastfeeding process is painful.
So how would you describe motherhood? Someone asked, how do you describe
I feel like it's a roller coaster. It's an up and down. Because sometimes you just look at your child and you're like, oh my god, you get like, because also getting a child to 7 years is not a joke. You get, and it's
they could have died.
It's so surreal. Like how many kids do not survive? To just be honest, because the what of nature, the physics of nature is it's survival for the fittest. So this child depends on you 150%. This is a life in your hands 150% of the time. If you make the wrong move or the wrong mistake, something bad might happen to your child that will scar them for life. And that's where you get people with PTSD, because, oh, my mom was not there and this person touched me and this person touched me and this person did this to me. Just having those conversations with, it does not matter anymore whether it's a boy or a girl. People are so bad out here right now. They don't care if it's a boy or a girl. So you have to have these conversations with your sons also. Be like, do you know what your private parts are? Nobody touched you, no one did this to you. And just have a relationship whereby they can come to you if anything goes wrong. You get, no matter what. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
But me, I feel like sometimes before you have like sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, it does.
Sometimes it's an accident. But when you are like with your person and you guys are planning to start a family, you should have a child with someone who's sane,
Yeah.
someone who will be there for you. Someone advised me recently. He told me, if you're choosing like a partner, choose someone who's your friend.
Yeah.
Someone you've known for a while, someone who knows you and you know them, which only makes sense because this person, I don't know how to say, because this person will, I just feel like this person will automatically be there for you.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine like how you're describing motherhood. That sounds depressing, honestly.
Yeah.
You're alone,
and I was mostly just doing it with my mom. The person who got me in this situation was not there.
That's so depressing, you see. And like, imagine if you had someone like to support you, even if it's just emotionally,
Yeah.
mentally, or financially. It like lift up like the burden you get.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And I always get crucified when I say, oh, my friends were not there for me during my pregnancy and my first months of having a child. And it's true.
It's true. I was there. Who was there
except
me?
No one was there for me when I was pregnant. None of my friends were there. So it's okay. Imagine, oh my God.
It's fine.
It's okay. People need to normalize. That's the word I was looking for.
Normal.
People need to normalize.
Normalize.
People need to normalize that it's okay. So many things are just like it's okay. Yo, let it go. Oh my God. My 30s, I'm just like, let it go. It's okay. And it comes from being hurt a lot. And I tell my sister nowadays, I just let it go. Like, oh, so and so will come late. It's okay. No, someone will not show up. It's okay. Imagine, it's okay. Me, I can't do this thing anymore. It's okay to be ugly. Not everyone is beautiful. It's okay for you to say your friends were not there for you when they were not. It's okay.
And you as a friend, you should not argue and start saying giving us excuses as to why you are not there. You are not there. That time passed. The child is 7 years old now. Literally,
let's move
it does not matter.
It's okay.
But as long as I know in my heart you are not there for me.
Yeah, it's a taboo to say someone was not there for you.
It's a taboo to tell someone the truth. This is why I just realized these days people don't even want the truth. until you do something wrong, and then someone is telling you, give yourself grace. Don't be stupid. Do not be stupid. Let us just not bembeleza kila mtu kama mayai ati give yourself grace. For what?
When you tell people how they made you feel, they start calling you toxic.
Yeah, they're like, oh my
This
God.
is how you made me feel. How are you again victimizing yourself when I tell you how you made me feel?
When I tell you you are not there for me, when I expected my friends to be there for
Exactly.
me, you are not there. Accept. Move on.
Say sorry. You know, funny thing is, something happened. So I told you the other day, I texted Auntie Mera and I'm like, Auntie Mera was like, if you don't know, maybe you do, because most of the people watch our videos that people know us. We have our aunt who, like, we've literally grown up together.
She's like our sister.
She's like our sister, literally. So we last year we were trying so hard to build a relationship whereby, like, we actually hang out together and spend more time, because she's like calls people to, like,
Yeah,
to
she's
be around, and like we really look up to her, and she's amazing, you get.
And she's rich auntie, guys.
So something happened. I don't know what. I think I do. It has to do with me not picking up my phone. So something happened, and then I was just feeling off. I kept telling Vanessa, I feel like Auntie Mera is pissed at me. And I'm this person who's like, when something is in my brain that you're pissed at me or something, it bothers me. I'm paranoid like that. So I just texted, I'm like, hi, yo. And then she actually came clean. She's like, you guys actually, like, pissed me off. I'm actually pissed at you guys, but I got over it. I'm like, yo, like, what did I do? Tell me what I did. And then she explained it to me. And then in my head, I was thinking of all the excuses I can come up with, because when this thing happened, I felt like I was, like, when it happened, I was going through it. Vanessa's my witness. I was going through it. I was locking myself in my library, just crying and reading and trying to distract myself. I was literally going through it, and that's on me. But this is someone who's telling me, this was a point in my life I really needed you. You are not there, and this is
Yeah.
how it made me feel. Me coming to her and be like, oh, I was also no. It does not solve anything. So I was just like, yo, I'm so sorry I made you feel that way. I'm really so. I didn't even tell her, when you were going through that, I was going through something worse that involved me. But it's not a competition of who was going through the worst at this moment. This is her coming clean and communicating. When I needed you, you are not there, and this made me feel this. I swear, I told her, I am so sorry on my side that I made you feel that way, and it's not coming from a bad place.
Yeah.
That's what I told her, and we were easy. And I'm just like, just take accountability when you make people feel some type of way.
It's giving grown.
Exactly. Just be like, okay, I know I made you feel this type of way. I'm sorry. Yesterday I was having a conversation with Vanessa, and I told her about something that happened on Saturday, and she was like, I didn't know. Like from my point, I didn't know this is how I made you feel, and I am so sorry. Imagine it's that simple. She took accountability because she did not know, and she was just living her life and
Yeah.
like being okay and thinking we are okay. But she just did something small that made me feel some type of way. And when I opened up, she was not like, oh, so now, like relax. It's okay. That's what we're saying. It's really okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. Same as, like, the mother would think it's okay to sometimes not love your child, because
No, but it's okay for who's going to love your child then?
no, but you don't have to love people every day, Vanessa. Imagine it's okay.
People.
You don't have to
one
love
day
people every
you're gonna
day.
wake up, you hate your husband.
And yeah,
Then the next day you're like,
you-
oh my
yeah,
God,
exactly. It's
Guys, I
okay.
can't relate, but let me cook.
Imagine it's okay, because you're not going to love people every day. I know there are days when people don't love me, because some days I can be very difficult.
That's true.
And I know that. And sometimes I feel so bad for my husband, because he's there like what's wrong? I'm just like, leave me alone. You get, I'm so mean and rude to him, but he's just trying to understand and to be there for
And
me.
he's trying to be a man. Men are like, let's fix this.
Yeah.
They're fixers.
Yeah. So now when I'm there, like please leave me alone, he's just like, I know these are days when he's just like, God, give me.
Like, bitch, I wish you would. I wish you damn would.
So that's what I'm saying, because I have 2 sons, and I live with that. I know people are always like, oh, but you have 1 child. No, I have 2 kids, and I live by that. And there are days my oldest just like pisses me off so much. I look at him, I'm just like I swear, Dries, oh my God, you're making it so hard to love you right now.
Boy, you better sit down, boy. Damn.
Like, it's not even like in a disrespectful way, but sometimes he makes it so hard to love him, because you can ask him what's wrong like 1,050,000 times, and that boy will not crack. Ever. Will not crack.
Mundu. Mundu's
And there's nothing more difficult than raising a grown man. Like, this is me literally raising a grown man, because I have to like dig deep and just have patience with him sometimes, and just be like, you know what, it's okay if he feels this type of way, because sometimes when he's okay, he comes and tells me, yo mom, I was like this, and I appreciate that, because he knows I appreciate communication, you get. And that's just what I have established between me and him, that's it's okay to not be okay, because sometimes I tell him, I get your dad sometimes just wants you to be laughing and smile. That's just how he is. He always wants people to be happy and happy and happy, and sometimes you really don't have the courage to be happy, you get. You don't want to smile today, and it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes your
Yeah,
bum bum
so
is hurting.
I tell
Damn.
him so I tell him it's okay for like, but just don't make it seem like you're throwing it at like in his face, that you know what, I'm not okay, and like, let's get over it, you get. Just don't be disrespectful, just understand him also. So I really appreciate that sometimes he just comes back to me, and he's like, it's not many times that he comes back, but the little times he comes back and is like, mama, I was going through this and this and that, and I was in my head, and I'm sorry, that you get. I appreciate that.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's this like? It's like an interview. What's the most challenging thing about motherhood?
uh hmm. What's the most challenging thing about motherhood?
Like from the time Zafan was born and now meeting Dries and
Yeah.
trying to bond with Dries. Yeah.
I think both, like the two of them, it's like I have like different challenges, because I've known Zafan all his life. I met Dries when he was 16, you get. So the person who Dries was when he was 16, and the person who Dries is now when he's 22, are completely two different people. And I don't know. The most challenge. Okay, let's start with Zafan. I feel like I don't want to raise a brat, but I also don't want my child to go through the things I went through. You get, like,
Okay, when you say the things you went through, you be before we offend our mother.
no. It has nothing to do with our mother.
We love you.
It has
Yeah,
nothing.
now be
It has
specific.
nothing to do with our
Be
mother. No,
specific.
like I want, in short, I want to give my child a good life. When we were younger, we didn't have the luxury of having a good life. We were okay, but we did not have a good life. You get? So I don't want my child to go through um there's no lunch, you have to go like sneak in with the neighbor, or this and that. You get these tiny things that we had to go through, and so many people relate, because as much as our parents tried so hard, there's a point they could not reach, you get. And that's just what I try. And it's both, the line is so thin
Yeah.
between giving him everything and turning him into a brat, and just like, yeah, that's the line. Like, you can give him everything and turn him into a brat. The line is so thin that you don't know how to balance it, because I find myself, I'm just there like, I want to give my child everything, but then again, is that spoiling him? You get? How am I disciplining him? Well, if he wants something, he stopped crying for things, let me tell you, I shut that shit down immediately. I slapped
Shut
that
it
boy. He used to cry, I want. Huh? Nowadays we can enter the supermarket, and it's like, oh mama, you saw this and this, it's okay, we'll get it next time, because he knows, you get. So the line is very like very thin, because are you raising a brat because you want to give them everything, or is it like a very disciplined, spoiled boy? You get?
Yeah.
He's just spoiled, but he's disciplined.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with Dries, it's just what I said. Sometimes it makes it so hard to love him, because I think he also is going through his own, he's transforming into his manhood. So he goes through things himself, and then there's just me there was like nag. Like, I'm trying to mother him, and sometimes I mother him too much, and it's just like, it's also a thin line between, because when I came into his life, I told him, I'm not trying to replace your mom, because at the end of the day, your mom is your mom. I'm just trying to be your friend. And if in the course of me being your friend, you see me as a mother, thanks to God, you get, and and maybe I did something right that made you feel this and that. And I can see it, like before he says some things, he looks at me like, hey, yo, mama does not like it when I say this. And I really appreciate that. You get, like before, like when he sits with his friend and I'm friends and I'm seated there also, and he curses like, oh, like I'm sorry kind of thing. And I really appreciate that. That means I did something that grew in him, that, yo, this is my mother. There's things and I can say and do that I can't do when she's here. You get? So just that. I think that's it.
Oh, that's cute.
I know.
I know.
But you know, like I think I'm an overachiever in a sense of I go all out and do over and beyond things for everyone. So that even it was so easy for me to transition into Drisa's mom, because that's just the person I am. I've been a mom to my siblings like since Merab moved out. You get, because our mom was always so busy. Like she was so busy trying to make ends meet, and she was, I'm sorry to say this, but this is the truth. She was a single mother. She was a single mother. She was a single mother. Was married. She was a like literally she was like she had a man, but who was also the baby daddy and living together and all that. But she was a single mom.
Yes, she was a breadwinner.
Yeah, if you look at, we're not trying to dismiss like what the dad did, but if you look at it if you look at it from the outside, you can literally see. So she always was working hard and trying hard to give us a very good life. And most times
to the best she could.
And most times that included her not being there. And that's where Merab filled in. And then when Merab was like of age and moved out, that's where I had to fill in. You get? So I've been a mother for the longest time. For like the longest time. So that was so easy for me to transition into Drisa's life, because I would like to think I'm caring enough and I'm understanding and I'm a good listener. I would love to believe these are qualities that I have. So when Dris comes to me when the little times he would come to me with like a problem, I'll just be like listening, and you get, so it was easy for me. But motherhood, whew,
do you
would I recommend?
Do you believe a father has to be present in a child's life?
It's very important. I was going to make a video on my Instagram. We have always said this. I think you mostly say it. A father and mother play very different and very important roles in a person's
That's true.
in raising a child. And we really need, let me tell you, I'm not bashing single moms. Like, good for you. Like, trophy yourself up. I was a single mom at a point in my life. I was a single mom. And I will never, ever, ever, because I've also watched my mom being a single mom. I will never bash a single mom. But you need the dad.
You do.
You need the dad. Whether you just have daughters or whether you have just have sons, you really need the dad.
See, those moms sometimes also, like now when they become like women, they're like, oh, I don't like asking for help, bless you. I don't like bless you. Damn. I don't want to ask for help. Imagine asking for help sometimes is okay. Like now imagine my situation yesterday. Imagine if something bad would have happened to me in the washroom. Because I don't want help.
Because I'm independent and all that.
Guys, let's just stop.
You're not an island.
And teaching that to the young children is very wrong. There's a reason why God created Eve for Adam. A woman needs a man just as much as a man needs a woman.
That's true.
And it's a topic people are not ready for.
No one is ever ready for this topic, because as much as we say you need the dad, we also talk shit about men a lot. And I understand, because men have established this role in the society where they're no longer men. You get, women have to do everything by themselves because men are not men anymore. But imagine when it comes to the dad thing, the dad is very important.
He is.
Very important. Whether you're having a daughter, whether you have a daughter or have a son, look for a father figure for your child. Someone who's a very good role model and very good someone who picks up, whose good qualities are picked out of them. Because the other day I told you this story. I'm not going to say the specific story, but I just had a conversation with Zafan, and sometimes Zafan just throws things at me. I'm just like, yo, whoa, 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 whoa. You get? And I'm just like, I'm discussing it with Andre because to some extent I don't understand it because this is a boy territory thing. You get? And I can praise myself. I can praise myself so much the way I'm a boy mom, and I can be a single mom. But there are things when he comes to me with, I will need a man.
Yeah.
I will literally need a man.
That's true.
I was walking around everywhere asking all my guy friends about like getting Zafan circumcised because this is something I don't know. You get? And the sperm donor left. I'm just there like, this is something I have to do, but I don't know what time is needed, how long it's needed. I was there talking to my uncles, talking to my guy friends, every single person, Nick, Honey, Calvin, Mike, every single person. I'm just like, when is it right to circumcise my boy? Can you help me? Can you take him? Where do you even go? Because that's just how it is. And this is so much easier when there's a man in your life, because then it's just like, okay,
They take charge.
yeah. So I think it's very important. Because even daughters, because let's be honest, sometimes daughters and moms don't get along, and that's where the dad comes in. Because there needs to be,
seeing how everything's just adding up.
yeah, because there needs to be a balance when mom is not listening, because women and women sometimes their hormones collide. Then dad is there, because sometimes even when me and Vanessa are like not in the best of mood together, Andre is the in between. You get, and it makes so much sense.
I think it's very important.
It's very important.
Having a man who's like present and consistent and willing to actually have a family with you. Don't trap a man with a child, please.
You know, funny thing, men trap women more than women trap men.
Yeah, just so that you can just walk in my house and be like, I'm the baby.
We are family.
Shut the fuck up.
You as a single woman.
Damn. That hit home.
You as a single woman, if something like goes wrong right now and you get pregnant, and maybe let's say you've known the man for a while, and then like things happen, people get sexual and all that, but then that one time he leaves his DNA inside and then he dips, are you going to blame yourself for that? Because people sometimes, mothers keep put on themselves because society judges mothers more than fathers. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for another day. It judges mothers more than fathers. So you are there stuck, left with the child. Are you going to blame yourself for it? How do you think you'll handle this kind of scenario?
You know, personally, I'm not like one to follow people, or if like you've done something wrong to me, like I'll start following you like, hey, you did this, nini. If you don't feel like you wronged me, it's okay. It is me. I know you wronged me. I'm going to keep you in a distance, but I know, like in my heart, like, apana.
Yeah.
So if something like that would happen, I would definitely blame myself, obviously, because I'd be like,
Yeah.
I took myself there. I opened my legs, knowing very well what might happen.
Yeah.
And the might already happened. So I just have to woman up and I'll tell the whatever thing.
But how will you handle the judgment that will come away? Because it will come.
It will.
From my experience, like what I went through, you've seen, and you know the amount of judgment you get from friends, from family, from it's so traumatic. Because you don't like stress, you don't like people that just are nagging you. How depressed how depressed are you?
I can't even imagine.
How depressed are you going to be? Because it's from every corner, you people.
Yeah. But you know, like if you come to my face with stupid information that you don't have, you don't know what happened between me and this baby daddy, and
you feel like you'll burn bridges.
Yeah, I will. I swear, I swear to God. Hey, I wish a nigga would. I swear, like, you know, when people say mambo ya watu wa monana uchi,
yeah.
You don't know what happened, and you're going to come start, oh, you are young and you got pregnant, nini. My friend, I will respond. I will give you a response. You'll hate me forever. I don't care if you're my uncle. It's fine. And especially if you didn't take part in raising me, my friend, I will make sure I shut your mouth for you.
Yeah.
This is it. And I'm going to isolate myself with my child.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
That's
crazy.
what I would do.
Yeah, it's so crazy because you don't get no love or support.
That's true.
I was so scared, like my mother knowing, like up to date. I don't think the person who got me pregnant officially went to my mother and was like, "I'm the person who got your daughter pregnant. I'm going to be there."
Yeah.
He didn't officially go. I don't think he officially went. Or am I wrong?
didn't.
I might be hating.
He didn't.
I might be hating. But he used to come.
Used to
In the
come.
beginning, he used to come and like bring her milk and give her some cash, blah blah blah. But there's like formalities. You need to like come introduce yourself. Because I remember even my uncle sitting me down and be like, "Oh, you're pregnant. Like, where's the father? Why is he not come to meet the family?" You get?
No, but then like when you said, oh, sorry for interrupting you. When you said that, oh, people get hate from the family and friends and whatever because you're pregnant. So what is the right age to actually get pregnant?
There really isn't a right age. Because at the end of the day, I don't think anyone is ever ready to have a child. I know people will be there, me, I'm ready. No one is ever ready to have a child. No one. There's no one in this world who's ready to have a child. When it happens, it happens. You pussy up or you abort. You take the bitch way out or you pussy up. That's just the way it is. You get? So there's no right age because we've seen 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds get pregnant. Do you think that's the right age for them to get pregnant? And society is going to tell you, oh, you should get pregnant while you're still young so that you have time with your
Yeah,
child.
they also say that.
Exactly.
Or they say, oh, just get pregnant when you've already settled and
Yeah. Because
So which is
sometimes
which?
also they say, oh, travel the world, do this and that fast, and If I decided to do that, and then I reached this point where I am right now without a child, I keep telling you, I would not have wanted a kid because the amount of shit that's going on in the world, I would not want to subject a child to that. You get? And I just, if I'd not tested the benefits of being a mother, I don't think I would want a child. Like now at 30, I don't think I would want a child. And that's just the honest truth.
Oh, I'm going to say something that's going to be a bit
Controversial.
And I don't know how people are going to do
It would not be you if you don't say something that's controversial.
Me, I've seen, and this me, I want to be a mother, by the way, in future. I want to have like 3 cute kids,
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I want to have kids. But this is the statement I'm going to say. I feel like when you're in your 20s, it's like you're here for, I've said this before, it's like you're here for experiencing and whatever. Because trust me, when you have that child, your life has ended like that. You see, I feel like ukishaza mtoto umeacha kuishi. Honestly, maisha yako imeisha hivyo. Let me explain. Ishia hivyo. Ishia hivyo. Like you stop living for yourself.
That's true.
But that's what I wanted to say.
That's true.
Like, yeah, your life then ends there. Like, there's things you have to change about your lifestyle.
True.
Is that true or false?
True.
Yeah, then that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Like, your life is going to change. Like, your life ends there because you're literally living for this child. It's like when this guy, the woman who went to court and shot the man who killed the child.
Yeah. Who raped and killed.
What are you living for?
Yeah.
What are you living for? Literally, when you give birth to a child, you are living for this kid until they're 18 or unataka kumnyonyesha hadi akwe 30s, 40s, sijui nini. The child is under your care. Literally, you stop living for yourself, honestly.
Yeah. From the time you give birth to 18 years later, everything, your money, your life, your time, everything revolves around this other human being.
Until you're walking, you're seeing a shuttle. Oh, that will look good for Ken. Oh, nini, Ken. Oh, nini, Ken. So,
why Ken?
Nini. Okay, Zafan. Oh, bike Zafan. Oh, sikuli lunch Zafan. Oh, Zafan. Oh.
Guilty.
The ghetto.
I'm guilty as charged. But is it a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. Mbona tujinyime jamani?
You will also get to that point.
I know. I will. But I see, I'm just preparing myself. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I learn new things. I learn things about life.
Yeah.
But yeah, you literally start living for this child. That is crazy. And then they grow up to be thieves.
Oh my God.
Or wanaamka wanakudharau. That is also
That
true.
is so painful.
They come disrespect you. Some even rape their mothers.
Someone killed their mom and cut off her head and was showing it to people on Instagram live. And then raped her dead body.
You know what I actually found out about Jennifer Hudson yesterday when I was watching videos
Yeah.
on YouTube? In 2008, the one of, was it her in-law or the mother's in-law, killed the mom and Jennifer Hudson's siblings. I didn't even know about that. I saw yesterday. I swear.
Wait. Who?
There is someone's in-law, either the mom's in-law. Yeah, the mom's
And how
in-law.
did she survive?
I don't even know. Killed the mom and Jennifer Hudson's siblings in 2008. I was shocked.
That's crazy.
It is. That's
crazy.
traumatic.
That is traumatic, for real. That's traumatic.
What?
So how's life as a single person?
Let's not go there.
We don't have we don't have the. She's like, you don't have enough time in this
It's
video.
short. It's just it's chilling. Me, I won't even lie to you I enjoy being single. I don't enjoy being single, guys. There's nothing to enjoy about being single. What is
being
that?
alone?
Literally, what is
I'm
that?
all alone.
There's no one here beside. There's nothing. When people say I'm enjoying being single. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. I'm not single by choice. I'm single by circumstances.
What are the circumstances?
I can't find anyone, and anyone can't find me. But you know what, guys?
It's okay.
It's fine. Imagine
It's okay.
I'm
Imagine it's
surviving.
okay.
It's fine. It's okay. But I'm looking to get booed up, guys. Not on Tinder though. In real life.
I think we should set up Tinder for Vanessa.
You should set up a Tinder for me. Tinder in real life. So you just get a bunch of people.
Why will I get a bunch of people?
You have your ways, Paulette.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't talk to people like that.
So Tinder in real life.
And then you find your boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I've seen it work.
No, it does not. and you can confirm they're still together. Lies and deceit. I think you should go on Tinder.
Okay, then I'll die alone.
People, wow. That is so negative.
But you know what, guys? That's it for this week's video. This topic was mostly about motherhood. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's cute.
And I know I didn't have enough points about like things mothers go through. Because your whole body changes. You get stretch marks. You just get this belly fat that's not going away when you didn't have a belly. Said the woman with the big belly.
But thank you, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share to your mothers and your sons and your daughters and your fallen angels. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.